What is going on, YouTube? So check it out, guys. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not at my shop today. We are at my house, and this is my home garage. Got my toolbox there, this baby there, another toolbox over there, but this video is about this truck here. So it's a 77 Chevy. I've had her since I was about 16 or 17 years old, and we'll get to it here. Just want to give you a quick little walk around. She's pretty straight. They got all of her molding shaved, but check it out. So we got a 4.3 liter LS style swap that we're probably going to end up doing in this thing here. I got the wire harness, the radiator, intake. I got some other stuff over there, coolant reservoir, but we got the basics. So I ended up pulling this swap from a wrecked or rolled Suburban or Tahoe, I think it was, a couple years ago or a year ago with my son. But that's the donor motor. So we're going to go ahead and get this swap done. I've been wanting to do this now for a couple years, and I think it's about time to get it done. So there's a quick walk around. I know she's got that patina look, whatever. I mean, some people like it, some people hate it, but this is probably not going to be an every week kind of video. This is kind of just something I'm doing on the side, so I'll probably put it in a separate playlist. But if you guys like what I'm doing, you know, please like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see more on the truck, more on the LS swap. Yeah, so let's get to it. Alright guys, so a thing on this swap too is I'm not looking for high horsepower. I'm not trying to make it a drag truck or anything. Not show quality. I just kind of want a point A to point B truck I can drive every day. So it is just a 4.8 swap, and I already got most of the parts there. Like you can see, I got the, well, it's still got the stock manifolds. I'm going to see if they're going to fit on in the truck with just the stock manifolds. You know, stock radiator off that Tahoe. You know, all the stuff stock, and I'm probably just going to wire down the harness myself. Probably just cut the plugs off and tape it off. And the way I'm going to end up doing this is I ordered these mounts off of eBay or Amazon, I don't remember, but if I recall they were $20 or $30, and I got the cock ring. So I am going to be running a turbo 350 behind it, and it's going to be with the 4.8 in front of it. So there's our bolts for the mounts and that. So what I'm going to start doing today is I actually had to separate my engine and transmission. So the reason I kind of went ahead and did this as well is because it started knocking, but I don't know if it's coming from the transmission or the motor. So if the motor's good, I can yank it out and sell it. It's still going to get the swap regardless. I just want to know if I can pull it out to sell it, and if I need an extra transmission, because I need to know if that turbo 350 is good. When I bought the truck, it was originally rebuilt, but like I said, I've had this truck since I was about 16, and I am 30 now, so it's about, you know, whatever, 14 years. So yeah, let's get to it. So right now, guys, she's got an earlier model 5.7 with the center bolt valve covers. So if it runs good, it's probably going to be for sale on the marketplace here soon. And yeah, I mean, it ran and drove great. It just hasn't been started in about a year. So let's see what she does. Check if she's got oil in it. Yeah, she's got oil. Dirty oil, but she's got oil in her. That was a 16 or 17-year-old me. But oil change is probably hasn't been done since then either. So I'm gonna see if she starts. Oh, still got the keys in her. We got no power. So I'm gonna put the jump box on it, and we'll see if she starts. All right, guys, let's give this. Oh, that's a good sign. Fuel pump's priming. It has an electric fuel pump on it, so hopefully it's getting up to that carb there. Give it a couple pumps and sounds like she wants to fire. Come on, baby. So let me see if it's getting fuel up to the carb. Let's see, nice thing about having an electric fuel pump, as you can see the jets. Just wait until she starts squirting some fuel off. Come on, baby. going yet. Not quite yet, huh? There we go, we got fuel now, guys. Hopefully we didn't flood her out. Alright guys, so we're gonna try this again. Third time's a charm. Let's see it. Oh no. There we go. So she fired right up with some fuel. So, she died. I think she's just probably running out of fuel. We gotta wait for those floats to fill up. Let's go fire it up again. But she runs. She doesn't want to fire. There she goes, guys. Woo. There it is. So she's running, but it dies. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna disconnect the transmission from the engine and see if we got the transmission that's making all that noise. I don't know if you guys could hear it. It goes clack, 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 and then it dies. So either it's got a rod that's going bad, or I think we broke a band in the transmission. And I really can't tell because it's coming from right in between the motor and the transmission. So it's either a far back rod or, like I said, the transmission. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with that, and we'll keep on going, guys. Alright guys, so we're under my truck. You can see the flywheel bolts right there. There should be 3 on this style transmission. So this is underneath my truck. I gotta be laying down. So I'm just gonna loosen these up here. And what I'm gonna do is, once all 3 bolts are out, I will just push this torque converter into the transmission so it can sit there, and that'll give enough space for the motor to turn on without being connected to the torque converter. So, and we'll see if the noise is coming from the actual transmission or from the engine. So that's the plan. Let's get to it. Alright guys, so I don't know if you can quite see in there, but this is my flex plate here, and you can see in this circle there, as I move my light, there's a small crack right there. So I think that's where the noise was coming from, guys. It sounded like a knock. You can kind of see it there. You see it's misaligned, but you can't quite get a good shot on it because I can't get the camera too far in there. But the flywheel is cracked, so hopefully that's all this problem was. But regardless, she's still getting an LS swap, guys. So I'm gonna keep on going. I'm gonna disconnect it anyways and see if that makes less noise. Guys, so we got that flywheel unbolted from the torque converter, and I shoved it all the way into the transmission, and you got about a good inch or 3/4 of an inch worth of space. So hopefully we can fire it up and she doesn't make any noise. So let's try it. So as you guys can see, she's running pretty good. I don't hear no noises, no knocks. The water pump is leaking water. She started leaking coolant right now. Probably because she's been sitting forever. You can see the puddle there, but she's never been overheated or anything, so it's a decent running motor. So this thing's probably going up for sale, and yeah. Alright guys, so I don't have a cherry picker here today. It's at my shop. So what I'm gonna end up doing is probably just draining all the fluids, getting all the coolant out of it, unhooking all the wiring, you know, probably get the distributor out because you need to take that out once to pull the motor. And yeah, you know, so just the basics, get it ready to pull out. Pretty much I'm just going to leave the 2 motor mount bolts in there, and that should be it. So I can't really go any further today unless I want to go to my shop and pick up the cherry picker, but it's already getting pretty late. So, you know, that's probably as far as I'm going to get. I'm probably just going to strip it all down and do that. So I'm going to put the motor for sale, so hopefully I can get it out here in the next day or two as well, and we can maybe make some extra cash. And I think I am going to just end up replacing that turbo 350 anyways. Like I said, it's been sitting since I was about 16, so I really don't know how reliable it is. I know it did drive from my dad's house to here, which is maybe a 15-20 minute drive, but it was making a little bit of noise, kind of a whining noise. So that was one of the reasons too. I wanted to disconnect it to see if that whining noise would go away, and it did. So that was another problem with it. So it looked like we ended up having a cracked flywheel, a leaking water pump, and most likely a whining turbo 350. So I'll see, maybe I'll yank it out and rebuild it. If not, maybe I'll just find another used one. I know my dad has a few of them. He's an old Chevy guy too. So yeah, I'll put you guys on a time lapse. Maybe I'll get this all done today and we can keep on going. Alright guys, so it is getting a little bit dark out here, so I'm gonna probably wrap it up. It's getting kind of cold in the garage, but as you can see, we pretty much got it all taken apart. I think the last thing I got to do is probably remove these manifolds. These they're long tube headers, so I think I had a little bit of a difficult time last time putting those on or with the motor. So I think I got to remove them before I get it out, or when I get it out at the same time. So, but as for all the wiring, it's all out. Distributor's out. I took the power steering pump off, and I think that's it, guys. So if you guys like what I'm doing with the old Chevy, please like and subscribe. I will be putting more videos on the LS swap and how to do it. So yeah guys, meet Old Reliable. So that's her name. That's what it's been since I was 16, because she took me from point A to point B, and hopefully soon she'll be back on the road. So the goal is to make it to the XXX car meet in Issaquah, Washington. I gotta look up the date. I don't know when it is, but I know it is usually in the beginning of summer. So hopefully we can do that and we can make it there with the LS swap in the truck. So I want to drive it there and have it, you know, maybe in the show, see what people think about it. But yeah, if you guys like it, like I said again, like and subscribe, and remember, stay up, hustle hard.